it, you'll commit to it and you'll enjoy it. Like, it shouldn't be a painful experience. You shouldn't be like, oh God, I hated that, which a lot of kids kind of will have that relationship with sport at school. Do we need to have like move away from that idea of a term of hockey, a term of this, and kind of give them more of a range to be able to find something that they're passionate about? Or is that just not feasible within the kind of school system?
Yeah, I think you've kind of nailed it on the head there. There's definitely a cultural kind of um, trend that we do these sports. So I think from a cultural point of view, it'd be very hard to break that. If you think about how school sport works as a system, you're very much used to emailing a certain member of staff that organise a certain fixture, and the system isn't perfect by any means. There's a lot of crossover, especially in smaller schools where pupils are almost shared across big mainstream sports. So there's definitely a cultural issue there in terms of can we actually create a different system which loads of sports are going to play into? And I guess the only way we could begin to improve on that culture is to be able to reach out to more schools and begin offering more sports. But ultimately, that's underpinned by the financial status of the school. Can they afford to actually um, bring in these new sports, bring in these kind of more specialist coaches or the equipment that comes with those sports? Because I think if you think about like rugby and hockey, especially like rugby and football, you don't really need a lot. You need shin pads, a gum shield, and a ball. So I think in terms of opening doors and thinking about participation for all, they're large scale. You get lots of people involved. So ultimately, and that's another thing. This is why, like, I think the jobs of PE teachers is really hard because you're not only trying to teach them skills, you're also trying to make sure they get some form of like workout, so they're actually benefiting from physical exercise. You're also then trying to work within the means of your remit in terms of financial, like what equipment you have at your disposal. Like, obviously, I'm really lucky, but I know not a lot of schools aren't. So it's not necessarily about the perfect picture. It's about the picture that can most easily be transferred to lots of schools. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah,